on 1st and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back, and he'll take this to about the 28. The veteran Trey Hendrickson there on the stop. They face 2nd down and 7.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll stick with him again. And nothing doing on that run. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. We have an early 3rd down coming up.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
3rd and long, and here's Daniels. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He pulls it in around the 5.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook. And
under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush. You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Burrow going to open by putting it up. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Really nice job here by the tight end, understanding that if you're not open, get open. And if you are open, stay open. He found a nice void in the zone on the backside of the defense, friendly to the quarterback. Nice pickup.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
One, ready?
2nd and 7.
11, Thomas. Here we go. 11, MT, tape. 11, MT, tape.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Come on, set. Ready.
Now a handoff running right. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. It's the Commanders with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this.
Ready.
3rd and long.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That is Trey Hendrickson, the veteran, in there to record the sack. Now Dan Quinn will send out the field goal unit. This one from 54 yards out. And that one not going to get there, and it's wide to the left as well. It's no good. And this will stay a 3-point game. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now, Burrow. He's going to try it here again. That's caught! And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Touchdown, number 9 for the year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Got it. Ready? Set. Ready?
On first down, Daniels. Now he'll air one out. And this will be tracked down and intercepted. Picked off by Zion McCollum.
Gun. Dot. 12. Dot.
They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
On 2. Let's get set.
2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up first and 10.
11. Dot.
Burrow. He'll throw it left and has his running back. Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a first down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
They go play action for Burrow. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
11 mighty. 12. Dot.
Burrow. Open man, downfield. Chase has it. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. From the 35, it's first and 10.
Here we go. 11 Thomas. Dot.
Back to throw, Burrow. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half, He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got it at about the 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Let's go. Hot, hot.
This drive will start on the ground. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Bengals are out in front. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, for the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
On one, ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go.
The third quarter begins with a run. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Ready?
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To throw is Burrow. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Go!
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down. The 25-yard line. First and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Burrow to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders had different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Ready. Here we go. Here we go.
Now give on the ground, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Here's Daniels. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Now he's loose at the 40. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Washington. That his second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. What a pretty touchdown that was. Nothing looks nicer than a well-set-up screen, and that was executed to perfection.
Mike, the key to any successful screenplay is the timing between the offensive lineman getting out and where the running back is when he catches it. You'll see it here played out perfectly. He gets the escorts out in front of him, gets the key blocks he needs, all the way down for 6.
This is fielded inside the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Burrow now. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Second down, Burrow. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Gun.
Here's a third down and 4. Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. What a time for a pick six for the defense. As the other team is trying to get themselves right back in this one, the defense extends the margin with the pick six.
Yeah, just a critical moment. You find yourself on defense, Mike, trying to hang on to this lead. And not only do you do that, you pick six them, and you're able to extend that lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
It's just set. 11 Thomas.
Burrow now to throw on first down. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
11.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Here's first and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
11 mighty. Here we go.
Burrow here on second down. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. provides a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready, ready?
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll get this out to his running back. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Ready up.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
19 Lion. Warrior 70. Ready.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Commanders. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Burrow. That is brought in. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Going to return this from the 10. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Here we go, set.
Sending a receiver right. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Ready, set.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Set.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a 2-possession ball game here in the 4th quarter. Massive 3rd down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
3rd and long. And here's Dan. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
On the set.
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. The Commanders about to send this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And he is going backwards. Good coverage there to make sure he did not get free. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
12. Here we go.
Handoff here, up the middle, and good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Dot.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
They'll stay on the ground. Well, they weren't going to get him the 2nd time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here we go.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Here we go.
They'll stick to the ground. And he'll get this inside the 20. A nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball, but let's talk about this corner.
Here we go.
Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
11 Thomas. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
They'll drop to throw. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll have a Commander's first down as he gets this up to the 42. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Final minute, one timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Let's go. Go.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. They'll run. So this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. Their perfect season continues.